Welcome, welcome. We are back. Another episode, New Tales Retold, discussing What If, episode 3,
Hmm.
which was What If the Avengers were gone. Very dark episode. I didn't expect any of it.
Yeah.
Um, but like the other two, kind of rushed and just like, uh, kind of thrown, it's like here, info, or not even like thing,
Yeah. Honestly,
that's
I can by the end of this, I can even tell you how everything was better.
it. Right? Even with that.
Even with
Even with
Loki
what?
Loki taking over,
Right?
everything is still better.
It's insane. They brought back a couple of cool moments. Yeah, we get Iron Man 2 because of that week.
Oh
Remember they
yeah.
said that they have that week where all those events happen at once, so they give us little reminders of each
Yeah.
thing. We get Tony and the donut, Hulk raging out of the
Yeah.
that
Thor going for the
little,
hammer.
and Thor, yeah, screaming trying to lift the hammer.
It's funny the difference they made Natasha go and meet Bruce. Remember, Natasha wasn't
Yeah,
even none of them
yeah.
were even in the movie.
But
And
it only happened because of the steps, which I feel like in order to talk about the whole episode, we just gotta talk about the ending first.
yeah.
Um, Everything happening because of Hank Pym, which I
Yeah.
was like, I was throughout the episode, I was like, okay, okay, and then the moment that was revealed, I thought that's awesome. Because in the comics, Hank
Yeah.
Pym would have been able to do all
Yeah,
this, and
especially if he was just against Fury. Pretty much.
like
Yeah.
it made sense in the end when you saw everything, and I saw it was Hank Pym. I was like,
Yeah.
thank you. We're getting like, we're getting somewhere. um, yeah, he killed him in crazy ways. What was it? It was Tony with the needle.
He shot himself out with
Shot
the
him
bullet. But yeah,
wild.
that's understandable. He could definitely do that.
Hulk. What he do?
He
He
went
made
in,
his heart explode.
bro. Apparently, it wasn't a bullet that went inside of him.
It was
It
him.
was him, and he went and had some device that was able to make his heart expand and explode.
Yeah, and he
And
just completely.
it was dumb.
Yeah.
I did not like that. I was like, that's pretty dumb. That's how you're gonna kill the Hulk? Because he's telling me
Yeah.
no one has ever thought of that
Yeah.
ever. Sending something really small into it, like, because then if you really think about it at that point, then you don't necessarily have to send it to his
Just go
shoulder. You
through
can
his
shoot it
ear.
straight into his heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go right through, boom, and his heart explodes. Like, you're telling me no one has thought of that. All the geniuses in the world.
I guess none of the villains are smart enough yet. They haven't caught up. And then, speaking of terrible deaths, Thor
He
and
could
the
die from an
arrow.
arrow.
From
I
an arrow.
understand he
Like,
was
how
supposed.
strong are Hawkeye's arrows?
The thing that does, like, they, I guess, because in the first Thor movie they tried to make it kind of like the original, where without the hammer,
He was just like
he's
nothing.
human.
Yeah.
But it's just like, then again, that doesn't make sense because that was kind of retconned in Ragnarok. He doesn't need the hammer. He's still a
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
So it's like, how did that arrow go pierce him? And kill
Yeah.
him?
It should have just like bing. And
Or
looked at him like,
even not bounce over, or just get stuck there, not pierce through.
yeah. Like, yeah. It's. I don't know. And then
Yeah.
we get Clint, who pretty much looked like he committed suicide.
Yeah.
Which, how did he die?
From what
I
it
actually
looked
can't
like,
remember. It's like it's
he
fading.
went. It showed Hank coming out of his ear. I'm guessing
Oh,
he went
okay.
inside his brain. His heart did something, make
Yeah,
it look like he
sort of.
died from natural causes.
Yeah. Yeah, wild. And started killing off all the Avengers. I was like, shit, this where's this episode going? And then with all that, him killing Thor obviously being probably the only death that really affected everything. Cause think about it, if he didn't kill Thor, he would have just had other candidates to replace the ones that passed. Once he caught Hank Pym. Because
Well,
that
killing.
caused his death caused Asgard to pull up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because Thor died, Thor wasn't there. Because Thor was alive, it gave Loki time to stop Odin, send the destroyer, and Thor had to fight it and all that. But now that Thor is dead, I don't know. He said Odin sent him. I don't think he
Bro,
ever said
but
Odin
he was
sent
with
him.
everybody. He had the
Yeah.
destroyer. Sif was there.
But again, he's a trickster
Um,
god.
Honestly, in that scenario, I could see Odin doing that.
But I don't see Odin allowing him to take over the Earth.
No, I think that was his own decision in
That's
the
what I'm
end.
saying. If Odin was really behind all of this, Odin would have stopped him.
I don't know. I
But
could just
Odin
see
didn't.
Odin getting so tight and like believing that Loki would want the same amount of revenge
No,
as he
yeah,
would.
I
You know?
100%. But I think, again, because Loki's a trickster god, it was all him. He played all of that. Seeing Thor die, he was like, "Oh, let me go tell Odin," knowing
Oh
how
yeah,
Odin's gonna
knowing
react.
yeah.
This was all him.
I see what you mean. Like he took advantage
Yeah, of the
of Thor
situation
dying.
of Thor dying. Yeah,
And he's like, "Frick, shit, I could just take over Earth." I doubt he'll say anything.
yeah.
Like he'll probably be like, "You know what? Good job."
But then again, like I said, because remember at that moment, that's when he was planning his takeover of Asgard.
Mm-hmm.
Without Thor there, he would have taken over Asgard in the first movie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause Thor died, so he most likely took over Asgard and then went to go take over Earth right after.
That's why he took over anyway. He was just like, you know what? Nah, I wasn't just here to avenge my brother.
And then if you really think about it, though, if it's just them, though Captain America won't do much, Carol Danvers, she will wreck pretty much all of them by herself.
Yeah, especially the MCU.
So it's like, yeah,
version.
yeah, Loki took over, but they're gonna take Earth back. You know
Yeah.
they're gonna take Earth back. They're gonna
Ye-
bring back another Avengers. They're gonna do it.
Yeah, which is cool because
But
we see
then,
that at the end. You see him. We see Nick Fury. Um, where was he? Oh, he was going to the
Cap,
ship with Cap. I guess all those movies came out before Captain America: The First Avenger. Like Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk, Thor. They happened before or after? So I just processed that. In
you have
the
to remember
end, he was going.
pulled Cap out of the ice between First Avenger and for Captain America and Avengers. First Avenger took a place in the past, and it was at the end of the movie, and then after all the 70 years.
It was during the first. Okay, gotcha. I confused myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they did the time jump in that
Yeah.
movie.
So they have two Caps,
Yeah, Captain America and Captain
Marvel,
Marvel.
which is cool. That's a cool team.
And then I know eventually they'll probably run into Spider-Man.
Yeah, he would definitely like come out of the light
He's
at
not
some
gonna
point.
sit there and let Loki do what he wants and do all that shit to people. He's gonna fight
Yeah.
back, so they're gonna find him. So they'll probably have Spider-Man too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge help right
T'Challa
there.
would definitely come out of the
100%
light.
T'Challa
If
would help.
Namor is around, that would
Right?
probably cause him to come
Thinking
out
like, yeah,
too.
because like we could go honestly go around the world.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be everyone's gonna come together to be against Loki. You'll probably see all the widows
Yeah.
too. Everyone's gonna come together to beat Loki. So he's not gonna win.
Villains and all. You probably
And
just
then
see everyone
another
working together.
that's one thing that's better because they don't have to go through the Battle of New York. It's though it's kind of worse in a way, but it brings the world together.
Yeah. It literally he literally what he said. He united the whole world because
Yeah.
now they have everyone has a common enemy now, Loki.
Yeah. And Tony and Bruce aren't there, so Ultron will never be made.
Ultron will never be made. That's huge.
Yep. It's huge.
Especially if we see Ultron impact the MCU going forward. It's huge.
There's only one big question, which is weird because where's the Tesseract during all of this?
The Tesseract. This
Shield has it.
was.
This is before
Yeah,
Avengers.
Shield has it. Yeah.
has it. Okay. So that means Thanos is gonna send someone else that isn't Loki to go get it.
Yeah. And it could be anyone from the Black Water.
Yep. And then they also have to go after Strange.
Man, that's why we need longer episodes. It's like, what if they just give us like the situation, but not and very little of the effect, like
But
like cause
honestly, if you really think about it, the other two episodes before this one didn't really impact the universe much.
no,
It was just the whole thing with Thanos. It just stops that. But then there's nothing more to it. They stopped it. So it's like at this point, Thanos is still running around in this one, in that
Mhm.
universe.
Yeah, that's true. So they're gonna have to deal with him
Thanos
at
was the
some
big
point.
bad. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like at least the other one they got rid of the big bad, and in the first episode it didn't really matter because that was an earthly little problem.
Yeah.
So it's like this one they still got Thanos running around.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
it's like what's gonna happen? Like, oh, are they gonna while they're fighting Loki, Thanos is gonna pull up, so it's gonna be a 3-way fight between Loki, Thanos, and Earth.
God, that'd be annoying. I mean, in this scenario too, what happens with Hela and Odin?
Well, this is after, so Hela
Like
could
I'm saying,
Odin when Odin dies, Hela will come back. So we'll also have Hela.
and
Now that
what is she
and
gonna side with Loki, or is she gonna like look at Loki and slap him up and be like, "This is my army now"?
she's gonna look at Loki, snap him up, and be like, "You're my bitch." Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So another thing too is Guardians will still happen because Peter Quill got taken years before this.
Yeah.
So Guardians will still
Yeah.
happen.
Everything outside of Earth should follow
Yeah,
as
yeah,
it
should
did.
follow suit.
Cap- hmm
Captain Marvel, yeah, would still
Yeah.
happen because that happened again in
It
the
made me
past.
think. Yeah. This time she just called early.
Yeah, she was just called early. So Captain Marvel, the
Right? Imagine this is what
after
causes Tony and Bruce in this. No, I'm sorry. It would have been interesting if they would have survived because, or I mean, you never know who's alive right now in this timeline. For all you know, Ultron still comes by Hank Pym to
that's
try to
true. No,
defeat
but that's
Loki.
he killed he they sent Hank Pym to Asgard.
They sent Hank Pym to Asgard.
Yeah, at the end of it, Loki took him.
That's right.
So Hank
That's
Pym can't
right.
make Ultron
That's
either.
right. Damn, he would have been like their best bet that
Yes.
we know exists currently in the MCU.
No, I think they got it if with that team.
I'm saying because if the Fantastic Four are somewhere,
Yeah, but I'm saying like
then
with the team, like, so let's say they have the two caps, they have Fury, and a hypothetical they do end up running into
Spider-Man and
Spider-Man.
Strange.
Yeah, those four right there, I feel like with Fury's and Cap's intelligence, they could definitely take down just Loki because they
But we
didn't.
still get Rhodey in the War Machine suit,
Yeah, because Rhodey's still alive and Iron Man's suits are
and
still
that
out
was
there.
happening during Iron Man 2 when he
Yeah,
became War Machine.
exactly. So look at that. They have five. They have War Machine too.
I can't wait for that episode where in the trailer where it showed Gamora with Thanos' outfit. That shit's gonna be
Yeah,
nice.
that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
So it's like I feel like they still got it with their squad.
yeah. This was a much more.
And from
This
what
was a
it
much
seemed
better
like, it
episode.
was just Loki. They didn't send
Yeah.
any other Asgard. It was just him and his army. So Sif wasn't there.
No, Sif was there.
No, not when he took over.
Yeah, when he pulled up in the beginning with the
No,
big frozen thing.
not when he took over. In the end,
Oh
when he took
yeah, yeah. You
over,
didn't see them there.
Sif wasn't there.
Yeah.
Big Guy wasn't there. So it's like it was just Loki. They could beat just Loki.
That would be
And then
fun.
for all we know, maybe Odin didn't want that. And Odin will send some help.
But they also have to face the Destroyer.
That's,
If they keep the Destroyer's ability to,
he didn't have the Destroyer in the end either.
no,
I didn't see. I don't remember seeing it. So it's like imagine that, and then if Odin really didn't want that, and Odin is still alive, he didn't kill Odin.
Yeah.
Odin's definitely gonna send help.
Just drag him by his foot. Like, come over here. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
you see everyone fighting, and then Loki's like, "Ha ha! You guys are gonna beat me!" And then the big three shows up, and he's just like,
Yeah, this is cool. Yeah. So let us know what you guys think. This was a cool episode. Crazy things to happen.
Yeah.
How do you think the Avengers would have formed afterward? Who do you think would have been the Avengers afterward? Let us know in the comments below. Like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our videos, and we'll see you all on the next one.